Hello everyone and welcome back to Desert Ranger. Today we're going to be doing another tier 5 job over at the Crackbook HQ. This is the second tier 5 POI that I have to cross off the list to hit that end goal of having done all the tier 5 POIs on the map. And here we are at the Crackbook HQ. Now this POI very much favours a brute force playstyle, very heavily oriented around strength. Stealthing this one is going to be pretty hard, but I do have my AK as a backup as well as the shotgun and the pistol, so I think I can take it. I also remember to bring a bunch of contact grenades if things start going badly. What are you doing? There's a tourist trying to come out the POI apparently. As I said, this POI very much favours brute force playstyles, and agility is not the best for brute force, so we may have to get a little bit cheesy with some blocks in this POI, but hopefully it should be fine. Anyway, let's start the quest. Oh, my frame rate is dying already. You'll love to be in the town centre in this game. Let's switch over to iron crossbow bolts and see if I can even try and stealth this POI. It's very much filled with trigger rooms, which could make this very difficult. Okay, we got into the main hall. That's a good sign. Yep, there's all those red markers now. All of them are on this floor. I have to be very careful. If I take it slow, should be okay. I can always remember to jump out the window, which is in that room there, I think. And a really bad idea would be to start looting things, because that would make a lot of noise and wake up the zombies. So far so good. I haven't been able to get stealth attacks on everyone, but they haven't all woken up, so that is a very good sign. I'm also glad this crossbow is good enough to one-hit kill a lot of the basic zombies without stealth attacks. So I've cleared this first floor as you come into this building, and it didn't seem like there was actually any ferals in there, which is really lucky. Usually when you come into this POI, you'll come in that window, you'll probably step here, you'll activate the trigger, and about 10 ferals will run at you, but there didn't seem to be many, if any, ferals in this room at all for me, so maybe my game stage is really working in my favour right now. So I've never actually successfully used sneak here. I'm not sure where the trigger would be here, but I do see those zombies on the roof, and I wonder if I should try and deal with them. Then the last one hiding on the roof is Arlene. Oh, she caught it. Okay. All the red markers are gone, that is a good sign. Right, let's head up these stairs. Yep, there's all the red markers again. Okay, that was close. We could have made a lot of noise there and woke everybody up. Again, ferals would be a really big problem for me because they'll sprint, and I don't have much in the way of staggering when you play a knives build. That's where clubs and sledgehammers definitely have the advantage. And while it is time consuming, you do use a lot less health doing this. Okay, really quickly grab this courier satchel here because I hate having to go back through POIs and grab those when I forget about them. This side of this floor is done. Let's head over here. Is the last guy on this floor? It looks like it. Let's I think I'm clear here as well. Right, I think it may be wise at this stage of the POI, because this is where things really tend to go a bit wrong sometimes, to use some wooden hatches to my advantage. So I'm going to pick up this broken glass again. I'm going to turn the hinges towards that. So now, when we come back this way, if we have to, I can bring this back up and zombies won't be able to get through. It's not great, but it's something that will slow them down at least. I don't think I have to be sneaking in here. I don't think I can activate the zombies on the roof from inside, but just to be sure. Oh, I heard a vulture spawn. Now this is a really miserable part of the POI. Sometimes this goes very wrong, but let's try and do our best to sneak it through here. Oh yeah, there's all those red markers. Sounds like I've activated a vulture, maybe one that was right above me, but if he's not at the door, he's not really an issue. See, I can't get any good vantage points though. There we go. See then, pick off as many as I can. Oh, I hit her foot and not his head. Interesting. Let's try and hit that dog. I don't know if the bars will allow it, but worth a shot. Oh yeah. I'd just like to take this opportunity to remind people that I am not using any stealth perks, and I'm only using 2 ranks of Hidden Strike, so this isn't like some crazy stealth build, because someone will inevitably ask to see my perks. It's just the bows have been buffed to such a significant extent that you really don't need to put points in archery or sneak damage, and stealth is just a game of patience mostly. Oh, I blew his arm off. It's just a matter of how much time are you willing to invest in moving really slowly, and how careful are you? And I'm a pretty careful person most of the time, so stealth works for me. There we go. It's nice to see those red dots thinning out a little bit, making this area a lot less dangerous. I can't tell what in there is an alive, quote unquote, alive zombie and what is like a dead body, but I think I'm seeing a dog and a Joe. So let's try and hit his knee. Okay, looks like he's dead. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7 more markers. I see one of their heads. And I see the backside of a dog. I don't know if I can one-hit kill a dog without a headshot though, so I'm going to be careful there. There we go. And of course, as I've said, this is on insane difficulty, so this won't get any harder to do unless you turn on Feral Sense. This is as many hits as it's really going to take you. Bows are kind of OP, especially crossbows. They're limited kind of in the fact that they're not great for Horde Night, but they definitely still work on Horde Night. And they make your day very, very trivial in my opinion. But it's nice to play with bows rather than in Alpha 19 where they were pretty much worthless on any difficulty above Nomad. That's us up to 7 intellect. 2 more points. Is it 2 more? Yeah, 2 more points and then we can get Daring Adventurer, rank 4, and that is a really, really good perk. Also, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I've never tried to stealth this POI before, but it is actually kind of really easy. You just have to move slowly, and it does help to kind of know where all the zombies spawn. Hello. Nice, so the roof's clear. The roof was one of the areas I was more worried about, so I'm glad that went really easily. Shotgun shells. Grab a little bit more ammo here, hopefully I'll get more bolts. Nope. Right, so let's head down these stairs. This is a really weird POI. They didn't do the best job with telling the player where they're supposed to go. Normally, if you're designing a level, by the way, and you want players to go out on like a balcony like this, don't put a railing there, because believe it or not, humans are designed to see a thin ledge and a railing and go, oh, I shouldn't jump over the railing, but yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. And there's no real indication of that. You have to just kind of watch out for which of these windows has the hole. Hello? Oh, I hate this room. This could be another room where a little hatch is needed. Just to be extra sure. It's very, very open, this POI. Which means you can clear it very quickly, but it can also go very wrong very quickly, as the numbers really stack against you. Especially if you're doing Insane Nightmare. Obviously, I'm just doing regular old Insane, no Nightmare, but it's still scary, because you never know how many of these red dots are going to be ferals and are suddenly going to come sprinting at you. Sounds like there's a wandering horde outside. Ow. There's no point in complaining about the hit animations in this game. They have been borked for a very long time. Seeing how easy this is to actually stealth makes me think this might be the easiest tier 5 POI. I thought the hospital would be the easiest, but honestly, this seems really, really easy. Now, we do still have the basement to deal with, which is a horror, but the rest of it's been very easy so far. That dog... You think I can hit his leg? Oh. And since he was the only thing left alive on this entire floor, nothing will wake up. Because this game relies very heavily on its sleeper volumes. I'm wasting first aid bandages at this point. I'm only taking like 12 damage a hit. I forget that I actually have decent armor now. Yeah, there's definitely a wandering horde trying to get in somewhere. I see him. I don't know how he got there, but he's not part of this POI, so I'm not going to worry about it. We might need more hatches though. Now that reminds me, I might want some metal, honestly, so let's see. What metal do you get from these? That's kind of decent, I'll take it. Just for some improvised defenses if things go wrongly in the next room. What is going on out here? Oh, I see, they've like climbed the ladder and worked their way over. Interesting. Well, let's help them out here. There's a feral out there. Ow. Is that it? We done? Okay. Dealt with those stragglers there. Alright, let's head down. Bunch of red dots again. Okay, now might be the time to use these explosives. You still alive? Not anymore. There we go, this floor is clear. Now really quickly, I am actually going to loot these bookshelves because they have a tendency to get destroyed in the ensuing fighting. So quickly grab these. Okay, I'm also going to read that ratchet schematic. I'll probably never craft one, but hey, it's free. There's a dog trying to come in there, but he'll die on the spike, so it's fine. Okay, so this is the really hard part of the POI. This is where things really tend to go wrong when they go wrong. So I'm going to fully reinforce that. I'm going to break this glass. And this glass. I'm going to place some blocks here, just to slow them down. That's all the cobble I have. And I'm going to make it so that they can't walk through these windows very easily. Okay, so that's a little improvised defense over there. Open that up. It may be smart to also break a path through this. This is a strategy I have had to use on occasion on this POI, which is when this area falls, you run along over here, and you come out the POI like that. The zombies will come running into those spikes, and if you stand like over here, they'll continue to try and run through spikes, which works pretty well. You just have to watch your back in the streets, of course. So let's head inside and see what we can do about this last room, which is an absolute nightmare. And I'm hungry and I don't have any food. Ah, I see, I might not actually be able to trigger the spawns without coming into the trap. There we go. Right, so the number one priority here is to kill things like that. That is a feral white, and he's pretty hardcore, so if I can kill him with a stealth attack, that would be a lot easier. Nice. He didn't die there. I thought I'd seen the XP pop up, that was weird. There's another one over there. Well, he sprints around, we're gonna pop one. Oh, I missed. He's just gonna hit that, apparently. Try and take this room on slowly, because it can go pretty wrong. See? That sounds like we woke them up. Well, time to take advantage of our range, and probably go loud. Oh, louder than that, evidently. Yeah, I don't want to deal with spiders if I can help it. Now, I don't know how the volume will sound to you guys, but you can hear a lot of running right now. Yep, and all that kind of thing. Whoa! But he came in from outside. Let's use our grenades. And just keep throwing them in there. More, please. Yep. Can we hit 10k XP? Anyone else? There's a couple more in there for sure. Just don't want to deal with it. Not today, thank you. Anyone else? Nope, nope, nope. There's some more. Sounds like one of the pieces of cobblestone broke, and she's behind me. Oh, I love that there's loads of bikers in the basement of a bookstore for some reason. Like, they're guaranteed spawns, and I don't know why they're there. Yeah, it looks like we dealt with most of them. Okay, so there's some more zombies down here, but the main difficult part is dealt with. Big old swarm. You saw how much XP I got there. It was well over 10,000. You do have to watch that room. Now, normally if you have like a club or something, you can kind of just brute force it. You know, put a trapdoor there and just keep bashing. But I don't have the crowd control potential that a strength player would have. So I have to be smart. Another little room here with yet more bikers. Very well educated bikers in this town, evidently. Ah, he's enraged. So at least one more. There might be another one over in another room there. And we've cleared it. Nice. And here's the loot room. Let's start off with the best one. Okay, so we got the blueberry pie recipe. Nice, I guess. SMG auto turret schematic. Sure. Another auto turret bundle, so that's another 2 SMG turrets and another couple of stacks of 9mm, which I'm going to open, because why not? Structural brace, leather arms, are they... No, they're worse than mine. Baseball bat, silver, beaker, and some ammo and medicine. Nice. Some more ammo in here. Some more medicine, obviously. I'm gonna drop the brass. I rarely find myself actually crafting any ammo in Alpha 20, so I'll just not bother myself with it. We got a couple more book crates in here. Muzzle brake schematic. Probably not going to use that, but I'll just read them to get them out of my inventory. Chemistry station schematic. Sure. And pistol peat volume, something I already know, so it doesn't matter. There's a few more book crates in here though. Urban Combat Volume 7, take 5% less damage indoors and deal 10% more damage indoors. That is very good for POI clearing. And in a couple of cases that might be the extra push I need to one-hit kill certain zombies with my crossbow, so I will take that for sure. Plus 10% less damage taken is always nice on a difficulty like Insane. And we're done here. Now there is a few rooms up there I forgot to fully loot. Honestly, the Crack-A-Book HQ is not a fantastic loot spot other than in the basement of course, because tier 5 loot crates are always good. But I think there is a weapons bag somewhere in there that I missed, as well as a Shamway crate, but I honestly don't care. They are not worth the time it would take to go back up through the building and get them. Instead, I can go back to Trader Hugh, turn in this job, get another job for tomorrow and start it at 4 AM straight away. So,
but you pulled it off.
Rocket launcher, antibiotics, impact driver, exploding arrows, rad remover. Impact driver is nice, but it's not a rocket launcher. I can see uses for a rocket launcher if I'm being honest. Maybe just a couple of uses, but uses. Don't know what tier 5 I want to do. Factory 3 will eat me, Dishong Tower will eat me. Higashi Pharmaceuticals could very well eat me. So, you know what, we'll take a break from doing tier 5 POIs to give him a chance to refresh and give me a couple of days to get better gear and more levels to make them more worthwhile. Because I don't feel like going into Dishong Tower just to get one tier 5 reward at the end. Well, in that case,
Those damn things are selling like hotcakes.
I guess I will just do some base upgrading tomorrow, which is fine. Maybe we could do some crafting as well, some upgrades that I could get. I'm gonna buy that one rocket frag because that could be very useful, and you know what? No, I'm not gonna waste money on 44 Magnum ammo. So with that, I think I'm gonna have to end the episode here, and in the next episode we'll do some base upgrades, both Horde base and Ranger Station if we're lucky, and then on day 13 we can actually go and do a new tier 5 POI. Hopefully they give me something a little bit nicer than the options we have now. I'd love to do Shotgun Messiah. It's a long and hard POI, but I can definitely do it with this build. Higashi has 1 or 2 kind of scary rooms that I would rather not do with just the basic knife, so I'd love to get some upgrades before I do that. With that out of the way, thank you to my channel members for making these videos possible, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Desert Ranger.